Boys, let's dive into emotion. This is something that was coming through to me when I was talking about Corinne when she was really upset and down and out at the moment. Just she's a social creature. She misses her friends. And naturally, it's a tough time for her. The hard part when it comes to emotion, those fellas, is holding on to emotions without asking these key questions. And you need to ask this when you're having an emotion. That's Tezza when he doesn't have mojo. So we've got to make sure we look after Tezza. Give him some good runs on the board and keep fueling him that mojo. Those videos are fantastic, mate. Keep them coming. How long will you stay for? This doesn't have to be necessarily in order. When you're having these emotions, how long will you stay for? Are you serving me or not? I'm talking about your emotions, your feelings. Your feelings and your thoughts are intertwined. They just keep piggybacking off each other. It's the turtle and the shell. When we're looking at the identity cycle, you've got your belief systems and we've got action, but that big glue that holds it together, which becomes your identity, is emotions, thoughts, feelings, thoughts, emotions, thoughts, and they can bounce. The cycle isn't always a complete revolution. You can just sit. Is it serving you or not? And recognizing that it's actually playing a role in the decision-making process, because this is hard. If it's not serving you and it's been around for a long time, chances are it's not going to be serving you when it comes to the decision-making process. And that's a great point. Triggers. And I think I said this in a podcast before, an emotion is a trigger that you've chosen to hold on to. That's what it is. It doesn't mean you're a robot, bland on the level throughout life. The hard part is, again, if you're holding on to this emotion, which is drawn from a trigger, you must understand where it comes from. Otherwise, the cycle will continually repeat. Why am I getting triggered like this? Like some of the guys who abuse my ads, if they don't look inside life and go, why am I being triggered by this guy? Why am I angry at him? And I'm 1,000 kilometers away from him and I don't even know him. And he doesn't even know me. Why are the words in his video making me angry? How many of those guys do you actually think do that? Of course, none. It's why they keep getting triggered, right? When it comes to your emotion, fellas, and this is a different way of painting it, this is the cycle. Origin, where did you come from? Agenda, why are you here? Life cycle, how long do you plan on staying? And where are you taking me? Where? Why? How long? And where? Where did you come from? And where are you taking me? Forward or backward? Because boys, when we become a victim unto ourselves and we start using language and words and different things to justify and validate a narrative that we create inside of our head, which shows that we didn't have to turn up today, what you find yourself deeply buried in is an excuse. An excuse is an acceptance on why you didn't do something. The question is, how many accepts are you going to hold on to before you turn the boat around or start adjusting course that 1, 2, 3, 4 degrees left or right? Or getting back on the course? And some of them are deep buried. Martin, you're right, man. Like some of the, it's clay that makes the sculpture. You are the artist though. You can recarve, you can carve out, you can add, you can take away. It's always there, but you can adjust, you can remold, reshape. Which is why we need tangible directions, fellas. Tangible direction. Feelings ignite, facts win the fight. And that is the truth. Your feelings will ignite you. They will get you pumping, ready to rock and roll, going, yes, this is going to drive me, just like the force method, feelings. But the facts are what's going to win the fight, because that is where the truth is, and the truth always wins. The question is, are you going to be happy or sad with the truth? And can you create a new truth and a different truth? Because when you're going from your A to Z or A to Z, both can work. You've got all these little runs on the board that you need to tick off to get there. These are the small victories. This is how it works. Just keep racking up small facts, small wins, little facts, little facts, little facts, little facts. Daily. Where are my 26 wins today? Where are my 26 wins over the week? 182 if my maths is right. 182 wins. Monthly. Don't ask me to do the maths on that. I'll just say times 30. Yearly. Over the decade. This is the path, fellas. Understanding the emotions. Where did you come from? Why are you here? How long will you stay? Is this going to move me forward or backwards? I'm not saying be robotic. We need to move through. Life is a process. That's what life is. It's probably many things, but it's a great way to look at it as a process. The rhythms and cycles of the universe, of the world, of the sun, of the moon. Like, this is what it is. Just like you, just like us as organic beings moving through life. As we age and our skin well, not if you take the skincare products, but as your age gets, as your skin gets wrinkly. This is what life is, fellas. Which means we must leverage the emotions to ignite, but use the facts to win the fight. And sometimes you got to stand up and fight. Most are not willing to do this. Most remain triggered. Most remain unloved. And mostly from themselves. And it's hard, boys. It's not easy. But what we must do is understand that the emotions are there to serve us, not the other way around. We don't serve emotions that were embedded or implanted in us from different environments, from childhood, or different exposures or influences that weren't entirely part of our control, but we've allowed and accepted them into our house to then become a permanent resident. It doesn't work that way if you want to improve and win. Most men out there, they've been 15 for fucking 30 years. Doesn't matter that it says 45 on their driver's license. They've been a fucking teenager for 30 years. They've never grown up. Having the balls to stand up and say, this is my time. I take ownership over everything. Which means, you know what? For Al, everything wrong that happens inside of RDM or HPF is my fault. I take ownership over it. It's all my fault. Which gives me responsibility and control to change. When you take that ownership, you're not exposed. You're empowered. Have an amazing week, men. Let's crack on into it. Listen to those feelings. You'll channel that and be able to then see that as a skill set on how your children behave, how your partners behave, how workers or colleagues behave, and you'll be able to read. You'll be able to read them like that and then go, okay, how can I help influence them to change? Are they important to me? I saw that exact same pattern. This is how I can help them move forward. Because you experience it yourself and you know you're your greatest asset, which means you develop yourself as a skill set. That's how you move forward, boys. Racking up the wins frequently, every day, turning up, leveraging emotions, using the facts, having that tangible direction to go, I'm going to win this. This is my A to B. These are the numbers. These are the numbers I'm chasing. This is my MIT, and this is how I'll move forward. Take care, men. Have an amazing week. Thank you for your time as always, and well done on investing in yourself, in us, and let's win together. Cheers, men.